you how to get back in. Make sure that you know how to train at the Elite Ocean View Realty University page. And if you're taking notes, I want you guys to write this down. If you write down university.eliteoceanviewrealty.com, that is where you're going to sign in. So I want you to go ahead and write that down, university.eliteoceanviewrealty.com. And I'm going to show you guys an unbelievable amount of new information that we've dropped inside the program here for you, straight from Grant Cardone. So a lot of it has to do with what you're focused on every single day, which is making phone calls, closing deals, negotiating, handling customers, trying to get more listings. And I'm going to talk a little bit today about motivation. And I know it's the hardest part, even for a new agent, somebody who's been in the game for a while, to really pick up that phone and actually put in the amount of action that's required to get to the top. There's so much noise here in Miami. There's a little over 30,000 real estate agents, and what I'm going to show you today is how you get to the top. How you get to the very top of a group. There's so much unbelievable opportunity here in Miami and in South Florida as a whole for your entire group. There's definitely no shortage of success. Okay, there's no shortage. Everybody on this call today, anybody who's going to see this video, you have an unbelievable opportunity here in Miami to get everything that you want. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So once again, it's university.eliteoceanviewrealty.com. So if you can see my page up here, it's going to bring you to the login page, and your username is going to be your email address that you provided, and your password should be defaulted to Cardone1 with a capital C. That'll get you guys inside there. And when you load in, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see the Sales Training University. And if you've been inside the program before, you know that if you click inside the training center, you're going to get inside here, and there's a massive amount of content. And going back through, just so you know, these segments of material inside here, these courses, are going to teach you how to actually understand the buyer. Okay, they're going to teach you about everything you need to know about how to close the deal, how to negotiate, right? And that's exactly what you're doing every single day. Oh, I'm sorry, your password's Elite1. Your password's going to be Elite1 with a capital E. So Elite1 would be the username or the password. So when you get inside the training center, you want to make sure this program you actually focus on what your day looks like. Now, I'm going to get into some of the content that's already inside the program. You guys got to start dropping inside here. Hey, look, what are the top agents? What are the top agents in Miami doing? The top agents here in South Florida, what do they do on a daily basis? Okay, you got to get these types of segments inside here that you guys are training and actually understand this. If you're not focused on this type of content here on a daily basis where you're dropping in a minute or 2-minute segments, then you're rolling into the day. And if you're anything like every other salesperson out there, any other agent in this area, look, you're being faced with rejection. And so you got to know how to stay excited, stay motivated. What I'm going to show you is right down here. Okay, we've got the Cardone live events. This is a new piece that we just dropped in here with a massive, massive amount of content. So when you go inside Cardone live events, here's what you're going to see. You're going to start seeing podcasts, seminars, webinars, sales meetings with Grant. These are all workshops, okay? They're incredible workshops. Grant charges $800 per ticket to actually join one of his seminars. Okay, so when you get inside here, you've got full access to everything that he teaches. Okay, so I'm going to go inside the seminars piece first. These are actual workshops that he provides. He did this event in Mexico called Vendes o Vendes. That's just an entire workshop on sales. Okay, teaching you everything that you need to know about sales. Before you get out there in the marketplace and be a successful agent, you've got to understand the sales process, what's happening with the sale. Okay, so this entire workshop right here, it's about a 3-hour program just to go through with 21 different virtual training segments inside here. So as you go in, Grant is going to teach you everything that you need to know. So I'd highly advise taking a look at the Vendes o Vendes event that he did in Mexico. Then he jumps into the 10X seminar. There's 3 different workshops for this. So combined, there's going to be 31 virtual segments inside here. Okay, if you've ever read Grant's book, The 10X Rule, it's all about how to apply massive action. And as real estate agents in this market, you've got to apply massive action. And that's probably one of the hardest parts, is to figure out, look, man, how do I get out there every single day and just blow it up? How do I get in front of as many people as possible? And that's exactly what this 10X workshop's about. So if there's things that you're missing every single day with actually getting in front of people and figuring out, look, man, how do I actually get in front of enough people to make $1 million this year? Okay, and I think everybody on this phone call knows that making $1 million as a realtor in Miami is something that's absolutely available to you. Okay, and that's what the 10X program is going to take you to. Now, this program right here called The Importance of the Close is an entire workshop just on closing. So one of the hardest parts about your deal is negotiating the deal. And for most agents, what I see is they think, hey, just sending off a contract with some random number is negotiating. And it's because they don't understand how to negotiate and how to actually use different things to negotiate a good price or a good deal to get things. And where else are you negotiating every day? You're negotiating with these listings. Okay, what you're faced with right now is people who don't want to list their homes and pay you what you're worth. And if you don't know how to negotiate that deal as a listing agent, then you've got to get inside here and you got to train on this. And I'll tell you that, look, going through this content 1 or 2 times is not going to make you an expert negotiator. And as an agent, your job is to negotiate. Every single day you're negotiating. So you want to get inside here and go through this entire workshop. There's 6 different virtual segments inside here. So if each one of these are 10 minutes long, you want to go through and at least do 1 or 2 of these per day until you understand everything there is to know about negotiating to get what you want in life. Okay, to get what you want on the listing, to get what you deserve as a real estate agent. Okay, if you've had any issues with, customers who, or I'm sorry, clients who actually want to pay you less than the 6%, then there's something that you don't understand about negotiating. I'd highly encourage you guys to get inside here. So the seminars piece is a massive group of information. There's probably a little over 20 hours of content just inside there. Now what I want to do is I want to get inside the webinars. Okay, these were virtual workshops that we put together to teach you everything that you need to know as an agent and how to be successful in your business. Okay, the first one that I want to talk about is how to make millions on the phone webinar. Okay, so how much of your business is done over the phone? A lot. Okay, a lot of your business is actually done over the phone because you're actually making phone calls every single day. So there's 20 parts to this 4-hour segment where all of your business, look, it's done over the phone. Okay, and that means you got to reach out to people. That means that you've got to get a list. You got to work. So you got to identify, look, how many people do I need to talk to or actually reach out to and make a connection to today to get the results that I want for my year. So this program is going to teach you how to do this. It's going to teach you how to build formulas to build lists. Okay, and if you don't get inside here and actually train on this content, then you just won't know. Okay, you can call me up, you can ask me, and I'll tell you, and you'll probably forget it. If you don't train on the material, the content, and everything that you're doing, then there's a lot that you're going to miss every single day. And it takes less than 1 day to get rusty. And if you're one out of 32,000 agents in this city, and you're practicing on people that you're calling, making cold calls to, making prospecting phone calls to, then you're missing a lot of opportunities. So I'd highly encourage you to get inside here on a daily basis and just do the formula of 2 segments at least per day. So if you guys write this down, Millions on the Phone dash part 3, Millions on the Phone dash part 3. I want you to write that down because the first thing that you're going to see when you click on this is Grant teaching you how to cold call for a real estate listing. So you want to write that down, Millions on the Phone dash part 3. Okay, everybody on this phone call right now, they know, look, the money for a real estate agent is in getting more listings, building that pipeline, getting more people. So what he's doing in this segment right here is actually teaching you how to make that phone call. Okay, he's walking you through and he's teaching you, look, here's what's going to happen. Here's what that actual person who's going to be listing their home is actually thinking. And it may or may not be with you. So you got to be able to lock this down. You got to be able to bring your game to the table. Okay, so Grant's going to teach you how to make this actual cold call saying, hey, this is Steve calling from Elite Ocean View Realty here in Miami. Look, the reason for my call is that we actually have buyers seeking to buy half-acre lots right here in 33141 zip code. Okay, and he's going to teach you, look, what's that even question about? What does that do for the person on the other end? He's telling you, look, it's helping them say, oh, look, yeah, no, I've got a half-acre lot. Okay, it's actually drawing them to you. Okay, so on these cold calls, if you're making the call and you're just calling up telling them that you're another agent in Miami, they're like, dude, I've already talked to 5, 6 different agents in this market. I just had my home listed for 12 months with a guy who couldn't even get it done. Okay, we're building interest in this call. We're actually getting that that seller to actually come to you. And you're going to start dropping questions like, hey, to be sure I'm not wasting your time, let me ask you, hey, does your property qualify? Yeah. No, I've got a half-acre lot. Okay, because what this person thinks right now is that you're calling them up because you told them, look, I've got investors who are actively seeking to buy half-acre lots in the 33141 zip code. Okay? Now we dig into the next question. Is there any other reason that you have not listed your home or didn't sell it already? Is there something wrong with the property? Oh, no, my property is great. Okay, and Grant's going to teach you how to actually have that conversation with somebody where, you're asking them, hey, was there something wrong with your property? To get them to think that, look, I think it was the actual agent who wasn't able to sell my home. So now can this person that I'm actually talking to on the phone, this new listing agent, actually handle this problem for you? Next question is going to be diving into, hey, if you got a substantial premium to the market, would you sell your home? Oh, yeah, no, I'm actively trying to sell my home right now. Excellent. What I'd like to do as a listing agent, as a listing agent professional in this area, I'd love to drop by. I'm going to be in the area here towards the end of the week on Thursday with another client of mine who I got their home listed for. What I'd love to do is drop by if you got a little bit of time. Other than yourself, who would be involved with the decision? Oh, my husband would be part of the decision making. Excellent. Hey, by any chance, would your husband be available to be at that meeting? Would you make time to meet with me tomorrow if I could drop by and take a look at your property to actually view it? I've got investors in the market right now who are actually actively seeking to buy half-acre lots. It looks like your property qualifies. Okay, so I want to go back out and I want to show you where this segment is. Okay, it's a full 10-minute segment just on this cold call. So if you go inside the training center and you scroll down on the left-hand side, you're going to see Cardone Live Events. This is everywhere we're at right now. Cardone Live Events. When you go inside Cardone Live Events, you want to go into webinars. These are live virtual workshops with Grant Cardone to nail down specifics of each topic. When you get inside here, you're going to see the 7 top sales secrets to closing the sale, and the segment that I just came out of was called How to Make Millions on the Phone. Okay, so just inside this area right here, there's 51 virtual segments that are going to range about 10 minutes long on how to teach you everything you need to know about those specific topics. Now, when you get inside Millions on the Phone, go ahead and write this down, Millions on the Phone Part 3. But you don't want to stop there. This entire program is about cold calling, how to get your game on for the cold call. Because if you guys are making these calls every single day, you don't want to practice on these customers. These people who are actually going to pay you money in the future, you do not want to practice on them. Okay, you want to practice on the program. You want to get your game on first. Okay, and that's what this entire program, Millions on the Phone, is going to do for you. the next piece inside this program I want to show you is going to be sales meetings with Grant. Now, if you guys weren't available to be with the sales meeting where Grant stepped inside the office and did a sales meeting with your entire team about how to do listings, we recorded it for you and dropped it inside the program. So this is Grant sitting inside your office right now taking questions from probably you or other agents. I got this good-looking guy right here, Teo. He's right inside here. Look, so we're actually doing a sales meeting inside your office where Grant is teaching you how to build up a pipeline of business and how to go after that cold call that I just told you about. If you guys missed that, it's a 33-minute sales meeting that Grant did inside your office right here, and it's available to you in the Grant Cardone live sales meetings. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody's aware of that. So get inside there, Grant Cardone live sales meetings. Now, I wouldn't discount any of the other sales meetings inside here because you're going to find, different sales meetings of Grant talking to people who actually go door to door, have the same problems that you have. You know, I was just talking to a real estate agent the other day. They asked me, hey, do you think it's smart to go door to door? I said, well, what other agents going door to door? Probably nobody. Right? So where's your advantage? Your advantage is in actually doing things that other people are not willing to do. Okay, every single agent, they took that salesperson title off their business card, and now they think they just assist people. Look, if you want to make $1 million here in South Florida, in Miami, as a real estate agent, dude, you got to hustle. You got to get your game on. You got to be willing to do those things. You got to be willing to go up and actually knock on somebody's door to make that cold call. You got to be able to make enough contacts every single day to build up a pipeline of business. These videos right here are people just like you talking to Grant about how to do that. So you want to be able to get in and actually get your game on with that. So the next piece that I want to go into is going to be still inside this Cardone live events. This is a massive, massive, massive piece. If you hit categories and you go over to keynotes right here, okay, and I specifically wanted to go to this one for you. There's 4 that we dropped inside here. Don't compete, dominate. Grant Cardone speaks to Fort Benning. This was something he did in actually transitioning troops into sales. Okay, and how to actually balance the work life with the time, the commitment to the family. So if you're doing that right now, if you're actually doing that, if you got to figure out, look, how do I balance going out there, getting my hustle on every day, and doing the other things I want to do in my life and being successful with them, like time with family and everything else that you have going on. Look, this entire keynote speech was about that. This don't compete, dominate piece right here, there's 17 virtual videos about how to dominate your space, dominate your market. So guys, you're out there every single day. Okay, and the one with the Pentagon will be up. So it'll be up there shortly. We're actively loading all these in there right now. So as they're coming in, you're going to see more and more and more dropping in there. So this entire piece right here is 17 different videos just on how to not compete with the other agents in your marketplace and dominate. Okay, so guys, get inside here and go through this material and train on it, drill on it every single day. One of the other pieces, guys, if you know Grant, you know that he is extremely successful in real estate investing. He's got a portfolio of $350 million. Okay, you may not have a portfolio of real estate now, but the people that you're seeking do. Most of the people that you're reaching out to, if you're doing anything with investors, this is where you want to be at. Okay, because you want to know the investing game. You want to understand it, and who better to understand it from than a guy who's got a portfolio of $350 million. So what's inside here is he's got different shows, different podcasts that's available. He's actually handling everything you need to know about how to be successful in investing in real estate. So that's important for you. That's important for you to actually be able to get inside there, go through and learn everything you need to know. That way when you're talking to the investor, especially if you're a new agent, you're up to speed on terms, skills, how to be successful, right? So that you know how to communicate with these people and talk to them about how to build these types of portfolios, how to make their portfolio bigger. Okay, so that's going to be in our real estate investing piece. So you guys want to get inside there and actually train, drill, and learn everything you need to know about how to be successful as a real estate investor. Okay, who has questions right now while I got you guys on the call? If you guys have any questions, you can write it down inside the chat. We'd love to answer anything that you have. So just make sure that you're going back in and understanding that as you're prospecting and as you're building up a pipeline of business, you've got an entire program right here called prospecting. And if you don't know how to build out a list, how to make a list, how to get people, look, this is where you're going to build it out. If you have no money as a real estate agent, because look, it does not take money to make money. You don't have to invest in advertisements. You don't have to buy leads from Zillow and Trulia. This whole program right here is about how to work your power base, people you know, people you do business with. What do those calls look like? How do you set up? How do you network? How do you actually build out a funnel, a pipeline where people know, look, this is the expert in real estate in this area. Okay, so that people know that Janice is the expert. People know that Jose, Michelle, Roberto, okay, everybody on this call right now. Okay, that way when people think about real estate and somebody's talking about, hey, I've got somebody, I've got a friend, I've got a cousin, I've got a relative, I got somebody who's in the market, they're talking about getting a new place, and somebody says, well, man, my man Steven Stark, he is actually the expert in this area in South Florida. Are you looking right here in South Florida? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to stay in this area. Good. Get a hold of my guy. Okay? This whole program on prospecting strategies is how to build that out, how to be the expert, how to build a pipeline of business. Okay? When you first touch a customer, an actual person who may give you money in the future, you got to know that your follow-up is going to be the most important. Okay? Because nobody's following up. Nobody follows up enough to keep that pipeline full, because they may just not be in the market right now. Okay, you ever done a deal with somebody where you actually talked to them and they didn't do anything for 90 days or 6 months? You've got to keep that pipeline just churning. Okay, and your follow-up game plan is how that's going to happen. So this entire program right here just on follow-up, mistakes of follow-up, how to get referrals. You got to know the facts of follow-up. That way you know what you've got to do to stay in front of people. There's 2 programs right down here. That's the types of owner follow-up, okay? Because if you're building a book of business, as an agent, if you want to be the person who's handling the same client for the rest of your career, this types of calls to owner follow-up, people that you've already sold before, is everything that you need to know right here for up to 2 years. For up to 2 years. And then we've got an entire piece right here on how to contact people that you haven't sold for an entire year. So if you make a contact with somebody on a listing and they don't do the deal, look, the same day contact is right here. And then you got to go into, look, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. They've got, 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 other agents who are going to reach out to them to try to get their listing. Okay, and who's going to stick out? The one who's following up every single day with a different game plan, with something to show them, with, other than, hey, it's Steve from Elite Ocean View Realty. Have you made a decision? Are you going to list with me, or are you going to go with somebody else? Okay, that call gets old after the second time, so you probably don't want to end up making it. This is a full game plan right here. A full game plan of how to stay in front of somebody. Okay, so, guys, I appreciate everybody's time on the call today. If you have any questions, get with our office. We're right next door to you, right here in the top floor of the bank building here. We're on the 6th floor right next to you guys. I'm available to help you out. Feel free to reach out to me, steve@grantcardone.com. And If you know, it looks like Teo said the webinars was missing inside the live events. It's all being loaded in there right now. Okay, so it's going to be in there. It's going to be available for you. And if you guys have any questions, get with us. Give us a call. Get in there. Train every day, and get your game on. There's no shortage of success for anybody. Thank you, guys.